Adolf Hitler, history's most ruthless dictator. On today's episode, we're examining the life of one of history's most ruthless dictators, responsible for the death of millions, the destruction of most of Europe during World War II, and who left behind one of the most infamous legacies of all time. Let's take a look at the life of Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was born in Upper Austria on April 20th, 1889. He was the fourth of 6 children born to Alois Hitler and Clara Pols. In 1892, the family moved to the German city of Passau, following Alois' promotion to its customs bureau, and returned to Austria upon his retirement. However, the tragic death of Adolf's brother, Edmund, in 1900 transformed him from an outgoing, conscientious student to a morose, detached boy who constantly fought with his father and teachers and bullied his sisters. Adolf aspired to be an artist but was rejected by the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts twice in 1907. Now aged 18, he earned money as a casual labourer and watercolourist in Vienna, but like many Austrian Germans, he began to develop German nationalist ideas. He despised the declining Habsburg monarchy and its ethnically diverse empire, and readily absorbed the city's prevalent antisemitism. This led him to up sticks and move to Munich in May 1913, where he voluntarily enlisted in the German army during World War I. Adolf was appalled by Germany's capitulation in November 1918, and he joined the German Workers' Party in 1919 to express his displeasure. He eventually became its leader, renaming it the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party for short, with the aim of undermining the Weimar Republic. Adolf soon gained notoriety for his rowdy speeches against the Treaty of Versailles and especially against Marxists and Jews. His vitriolic speeches attracted regular audiences to the point where the Nazis gained enough clout to attempt a coup known as the Beer Hall Putsch in November 1923. This catastrophe landed him in jail for a year, where he wrote the now infamous Mein Kampf. But the devastating effects of the Great Depression on the German economy and morale provided the Nazis with a perfect political opportunity to seize power, and by January 1933, Adolf was sworn in as Chancellor of Germany. He eventually assumed the title of Führer, or leader, consolidating dictatorial control under a regime called the Third Reich. Adolf promised national recovery, but implemented authoritarianism, suppression of opposition, and his Mein Kampf ideology. He pursued a policy of expansion, violating treaties and annexing neighbours. His invasion of Poland in 1939 sparked World War II, no doubt seen as Germany's chance to right the wrongs of the First World War. Early victories in Scandinavia, France, and the Netherlands prompted the neighbouring Mussolini to have Italy join forces with Germany in the summer of 1940. By 1941, German forces were deployed to North Africa, the Balkans, and the Middle East, and the Holocaust, the systematic state-sponsored massacre of 6 million Jews, began in earnest. These murders were carried out across German-occupied Europe, primarily through mass shootings and poison gas in concentration camps, like Auschwitz and Birkenau. Many Jewish survivors emigrated after the war, speaking of which, the tide began to turn against Nazi Germany by January 1943. Their military and economic position deteriorated, following decisive defeats at the battles of Stalingrad and Kursk. In December 1944, Adolf attempted to incite disunity among the Western Allies, but after some temporary success, ultimately failed. The Red Army surrounded Berlin by April 1945, and Adolf retreated to his bunker. Mussolini's execution on April 29th increased his determination to avoid capture. On April 30th, while Soviet troops were within 500 meters of his hideout, Adolf Hitler shot himself in the head, leaving behind a legacy of tyranny and racism with global ramifications. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Adolf Hitler, history's most ruthless dictator, from History Made Simply. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and watch our next episode.